I'm not going to hit y'all with this WWE promo this week. So I'm tossing it to James. This is a random WWE promo for Bodybuilding and Cheat Meals. You got 15 seconds. Let's hear the intro. Hey, froze him.
Deer, way too much anxiety.
Deer in the headlights. I was not expecting that.
Hey, what about you, Casey? You got something? I know you got a little wrestler. You got a little wrestler to you, I believe.
Can you smell what Bodybuilding and Cheat Meals is cooking?
Let's go.
That was solid. That was solid.
Hey, The Rock's gonna like that. The Rock's gonna like that. He watches every week, I believe.
Yeah.
Huh?
Now James isn't gonna talk the whole episode. No. He just ruined his life.
Turn the camera off.
Yeah. All right, guys. I gotta hit links.
So here's the deal, guys. We are getting closer by the week. We're all somewhat in prep. I think I just announced that I'm starting a diet, and we were kind of talking about this before we got on, but I'm kind of a last minute guy, and I mess around because I know I can get away with it. You know, for example, eating 6 jars of peanut butter this week in 4 days. No, 3 days. Sorry. I was averaging 2 a day. How nasty is that?
What are those? 15? How many? Those are 2,000 a piece?
No, the cookies and cream is $28.80.
That's right. They're like 3,000.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, some of them are mid two, some of them closer. He's got one that's over 3. I can't remember which one it was.
You're doing 5,000, 6,000 calories in just peanut butter.
Yeah. But have you ever thought that maybe you metabolize something and it's not exactly, it doesn't really come out to the amount of calories that you think is in it? Have you ever thought about that?
Well, it brings up that whole like Professor Nuts theory.
Yeah.
Digestible fat. So are you digesting all that fat, or is it just kind of moving on through?
Well, doesn't Professor Nuts use like fiber so you don't actually digest it? You like pass it through?
Corn fiber. He puts corn fiber in there.
Yeah.
So maybe, but what I was kind of thinking when I say that I use fats better, I was like, maybe that 9 calories per gram of fat actually works like about 7 in me, just because genetically I use fats better than I use carbs.
I mean, unless you naturally have, like, since you're from Kentucky, you might have like natural corn fiber in your body. You just don't absorb any of it.
Yeah, I got a little corn fiber in me, boys.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if you load better on fats than like a carb load. If you did, like
I always start my load with fats. Getting ready for a show. That's like 2 days out is going fats.
Do you ever get it where, like, because I know for me at least, if I'm super flat, the only thing that brings me back is a really greasy burger with a ton of sodium in it.
Yeah.
Like the fats and that sodium, like the veins pop, the muscles start filling back up. Like that's why I like the double quarter pounders. Magical.
Yeah, it's hard to replicate that with clean food. Like
yeah,
if you were to get like a ribeye and like a potato with like, a loaded potato, I don't think it would have the same effect, even if you put as much salt or whatever it is you want on there.
Yeah, because like honestly, whenever I eat a double quarter pounder, like my body will get warm. When it gets warm, you just feel yourself filling up. It's a fun feeling when you're depleted.
Yeah, you can see it. It's like that.
Oh yeah. You look down, you're like, oh.
Yeah, I look down at my indicator is my legs.
Oh, so your shoe picks. You eat a double quarter and take those shoe picks.
Well, actually, more so my my quads. So when they start getting super veiny, I could like be eating and I could see them getting like veiny. I'm like, okay, this is working.
Dude, aren't quad veins the sickest?
I love them.
They're so. That's when you know you're in shape. You're like, oh, all the veins. Like,
I used to have really prominent ones all the time, and then I don't know what happened. They just like they come and go now. It's really weird.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Casey. Casey, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, so those James shoe picks, them veins start popping, boy. So what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to sabotage him with some cookies, because I'm trying to get my shoe game up. I'm trying to get it up. I'm trying to catch up.
The cookies are just gonna make them better, though.
Now,
Because I won't drink a lot of water.
Hey, you got to figure it out.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm telling you, that goes back to the fat and carb deal we were talking about. Like, I get fuller. Like, I used to go a couple years ago. I posed with a head judge out in Stanford. Shout out Gene Good if he's listening. But he helped me a lot because it was an extra set of eyes from a judge's perspective that I could go to the gym that he works out at and be like, hey man, you care to look real quick? You know what I mean? And I remember one time I binged out on peanut butter the night before, like jar and a half, 2 jars. And I posed for him next day. I fasted the whole day and I was in there. Of course, I could pull my waist in because, I went hard, not a bunch of food volume, just straight peanut butter, so a couple craps in the morning, boy, you're ready to go. You're filled out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I did that with him. And he told me, he's like, man, you're the best I've ever seen you ever. He's like, what'd you do last night? I said, well, I ate 2 jars of peanut butter. He's like, do it every time. So I've, it's unconventional, but I think with the weight cap deal, that's one of the only ways that I can load going into a show. Like, I get a little early start because it's not voluminous, and the carbs will hold water going into a weigh-in.
Yeah.
I can't do that. So
Yeah.
So fat's about the only thing I can do.
I wonder if
That's why
it'll keep it recent too, because of the volume. So because the carbs make you expand a little bit, in the midsection. So that's probably a good way to keep your waist down.
Yeah. So what's everybody's weights this week? What are we working with?
I was 272 this morning, 12 weeks and 1 day out.
I'm 12 weeks, 1 day out too, but I was
we're doing the same day. That's awesome.
Yeah, same day.
So we're gonna be the same like mode.
No,
pretty
really?
much. So I'll just look at your pictures for motivation.
Oh, let's go. That's awesome.
Oh, so we can see who if we're behind or not by looking at
I'm
pictures.
You compared to me, I look full off season next year right now. That's not even a fair comparison.
Yeah, but you're the hair. You're just gonna fucking pass the tortoise at some point.
I'll look decent, but I don't think I'm gonna be shredded at all. It's gonna be a classic look, kind of like the old school conditioning,
Yeah.
Because this is qualifier show, that's the only show I have, so I could do the show 5 or 6 weeks later, the North American.
It's like 6. It's like September 1st.
Yeah, so that will give me a full 18 weeks. So that's the actual end goal, but I still need to make weight for the one in 12 weeks. So,
hey guys,
but I don't know what my weight was, around 260.
Hey, I'm gonna reveal my secret of my last year shreds.
What's your weight first?
Casey, well, it's kind of an inaccurate weight again because I fasted for about 19 hours yesterday before I had my first meal. So I only had a couple meals before I went to bed. Well, probably 4. I had 4 meals over a 2 meal time period. You know what I mean? But that's 4 meals compared to 8 to 10, because I count shakes as meals too. You know what I mean?
Me too.
So I was 258.8 this morning. I was like 265 the day before. So it's somewhere in between there. I would say around 261, 262 is probably a good estimate, but I'm going to Louisville tonight for the bodybuilding show here this weekend, the Kentucky Derby show. And I'll end up eating good because I don't have a freaking full freezer and fridge and cabinets in the hotel room. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'll get shredded this week.
That's a pretty big show, isn't it, for local?
They said it's going to be huge because people's been itching to be.
Because last year they're
compete.
all
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's chomping at the bit. We got a guy that Nick Tong. He got 3rd in heavyweight bodybuilding at nationals a couple years ago. So he's going back down to classic. So I think
the classic.
Yeah. Yeah, he did classic before, then he gained too much size and had to do bodybuilding at nationals or one of the national shows. And now he took like a 2-year hiatus to come down. So interesting to see what he'll look like. I got a guy that beat me in classic 3 years ago at the Northern. He beat me. He's in it, so he'll be dangerous. He's got a tiny waist, man, bubbly. His back looks like a mini Phil Heath back from the back.
And a classic, all you have to have is the rear double.
Yeah. He kills the rear double, so he'll do well.
The guy you got looking great.
Yeah, he's looking awesome.
I saw the pictures you posted yesterday.
And this morning he's so crispy. We timed this peak out perfect so far. Because what's that?
Did he have trouble making weight at all, or was he already?
No, actually he's been floating. His cutoff is 190. So he's been waking up 189, 190, 191.
Oh, that's perfect.
The past couple weeks. And we lowered some food volume yesterday. And he woke up crispy as all get out at 184. I'm like, dude, yeah, that's perfect, because now we're going to start loading into it. I just want to make sure he was under and didn't have to do anything crazy, because he's getting his tan early. And check-ins aren't until 6 o'clock, man. I would be freaking starving, dude. From 6 to 9 check-ins.
That's what mine usually are too.
Gosh, man, that hurts, dude. I got lucky there at a couple of them shows. It's like,
I think national shows, they usually let you do it in the morning, because they know it's a bigger show. Like small shows, local people, they're like, nah. They're doing last minute setup, weigh in, tan once or twice, go home, come back morning. Yeah. It's quick and done.
Yeah, James, I'm gonna get back to my point that I was about to make. So that's awesome that both of y'all are doing the same show, because you'll feed off each other and both of y'all will be y'all's best ever, guaranteed. Because last year, Casey don't know this, but I just thought of it. But he was competing earlier in the year before me, and I was kind of like doing my own thing. Like, let me do a little photo shoot, a little Titan fuel. Let me get right. And I just kept on going. And I was like, man, I think I could actually do a show later this year. And so Casey was probably a month or so ahead of me. I was like, dang, if Casey's a month out, then I think I can turn it up, here in about 6 weeks and be ready, So I was kind of watching him. I was like, yeah, and we was talking back and forth and everything, looking good. What's your plans? What you doing? We was kind of keeping up with each other. So seeing him get ready, I think definitely helped me. So it'll help you too.
It does help. And then my buddy I train legs with, he's doing the USA's 2 weeks after my show. So we're both kind of.
Oh yeah, that's money.
Yeah.
If you're ready, are you gonna do USA's? You're just gonna wait for North.
USA's doesn't do masters.
Oh, you're doing the old man stuff. Okay.
35. Man.
I see you over there.
I turned 35. I turned 35 in July, so I'm gonna be like the youngest master.
Nice,
dude. Let's go. Yeah, I got a couple years.
I'm not trying to compete against those.
Now you have to make a McDonald's logo that says master with the McDonald's M, since you're gonna be eating McDonald's backstage.
I made a dope shirt.
Dude, yeah, that is
a dope shirt.
That is. Somebody's gonna steal that.
Get on that. That's dope.
Yeah, that is. Hey, I know you got a pair of shoes to wear with that shirt too.
Yeah, McDonald's.
Got some good red. You got some good reds. You got any red and yellow? I've seen a couple red and yellow pairs here recently.
I'll be right back, since we're getting on the shoe top.
All right, get it. Oh no, man.
It's McDonald's.
Dude, those are dope. Those are nasty. I didn't know you had those.
Not a lot of people know about these. I like these. I'm a USC,
like USC shoes.
I'm a USC Trojan fan, so I got these specifically to wear with like USC gear.
Oh yeah.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Hey.
I'm a USC fan too.
Yeah.
From California.
Fight on.
Yeah.
Hey James, do you have any PEs?
No. No,
dude,
like
that's next level, ain't it? You gotta.
The reason why I don't have any PEs is I'm not a fan of any of the schools.
Hey, tell everybody what PEs means.
Player exclusive.
Yeah.
So like Jordan Brand will come out with like PEs for the colleges they sponsor. And I just like I don't like those schools. Like
No, I don't either.
I really hate Oregon because I'm a USC fan. So and the best PEs are Oregon.
Yeah.
The only one I like is Georgetown PEs, but they make the least amount of them. It's a small school, and they're like so expensive.
Yeah.
But like I've had a chance to get Oregon ones, but I'm not wearing Oregon on my feet.
That's what I'm saying. I don't wear green and yellow.
Oregon has some sick jerseys though. They always have such nice custom uniforms.
Like, some of the PEs for Oregon are dope. Like I would definitely like them, but I can't do it to myself. I'm a USC fan.
Casey, what do you got?
These are fresh.
Oh, unboxing.
Let's go.
I haven't even looked at them yet. So here we go.
Oh,
what we got?
My God, I love unboxings.
Yes, me too. Oh, what's
still in the bag. Look at that. You know what they are.
Fresh. Let me see them.
Crocs are so durable. You don't have to ship them in a box.
But they're the weed Crocs.
Hey, look at the color on that.
Chill vibes. That's dope, man.
Dude, that purple.
I know. I don't smoke. It was a limited edition 420 shoe, and it released when I was playing on Warzone. And I was like, dang, maybe I should pick some up to resell or just keep.
Let me see how much those cost.
Dude, they're all sold out like 30 minutes later. So I was like, my size 12 was still in. So I was like, man, I'm getting some.
What are they called? 420?
Yeah, the 420 Crocs, just on the website because they post it, and then they're posting the Lightning McQueens on the 27th. So I'm gonna try to snag those too.
Hey, dang, James, we got him in it. We got him in the game.
Oh my God.
My wife's like, you're not gonna start collecting those all around house. Like, I don't know. I might resell them. I might collect them.
Hey, dude, it's so fun, man.
Hey, what's the actual name on those, real quick?
Classic Holiday Hemp Clog.
Hemp clog?
Yeah, the hemp clog.
Hey, y'all got me wanting a pair of Crocs, so I don't own a pair.
Crocs are sick.
So I'm on the lookout. Hey, James, what do you think about those foam runners? The Yeezy foam runners. Have you tried a pair of them on?
No.
Have you tried a pair on?
No. The foam runners, the new ones? No.
They say they're like Crocs, but like more athletic feeling.
Yeah, I'll probably end up getting a pair, to be honest with you. I can't find those Crocs on StockX, but
they're brand new. They just came in today.
Yeah, it sounds like
they literally sold out so fast.
Did you check?
It's a nice pickup. No, I didn't check Goat. That's a nice pickup, man. Yeah. I would rock the hell out of those.
I know. It's like James will like these because of all his movie picks, all the drug lord movie picks.
Those are so cool, man.
But I was like, I need to get them because they actually look pretty legit. Like some of the limited edition ones they do are pretty like cheesy, like cheap looking, but these ones are like has the different layers of the colors and stuff.
I like that green and purple.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, it's not on Goat yet either, so that's going to be exclusive once it.
Yeah.
It's so exclusive. It's not even on the.
Hey, he already dropped value 50% by opening that bag.
Crocs have Ziploc.
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
I thought it ripped it. Okay.
Hey,
I don't think I'm gonna break these ones in. I'm not gonna.
Hey,
I'm not wearing them.
in the description,
unless
still in bag, new, never worn, still in bag.
Still in bag.
Yeah.
The only time I could get it if it's used is if one of these foot worshipers that watch this show. No,
Hey, here's my pickup for the week.
Dope. I saw you wear this yesterday. I think. You wore this yesterday, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, these are used too. It's the first pair of used shoes that I've bought since my Birkenstocks back in the day.
I'm telling you, man. Like if you bought shoes from me, like and you got them used, you'd be like, "Oh, these look fucking brand new."
That's what I'm saying. If you,
because people that sell them take care of them, or people that care like about shoes,
right?
And they probably have a bunch like me, so they don't wear them all the time.
I've seen some straight beaters on there though. You know what I mean? I'm like, why would you even put that for sale, man? That is
throw them in the trash. Give them the Goodwill.
I'm like, come on.
That's where they got them.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, so I got a couple more on the way. I won on accident. So you can lowball offers on there. So I went down so low. I was like, man, I'm willing to pay that price if they're willing to go down that low and need money that bad. And I end up getting notified that I won 2 shoes that day. I'm like, what? Yeah, I wasn't trying to buy no shoes, but I remember they're so low that, hey, if I wanted to resell them instantly, I would make money, or I can wear them and, have a good time. It's hard. It's hard to own a shoe and not wear it. Yeah. It is freaking. Do you have any that you haven't worn, James?
Yeah, couple.
Man, it is hard.
Yeah, there's some like usually what happens to me is I'll wear it. If I don't wear it like the first couple of days,
yeah,
which is hard not to do, then I'll end up not wearing it for a bit.
Yeah,
like,
I can see you having a couple. Yeah,
I haven't worn those. Like sometimes ones I don't wear them quickly because I don't want to lace them.
I feel you.
Because I hate lacing them. Yeah. So it's like I'll get lazy and I'll be like, I'll do it later.
Yeah.
Because the ones you have to lace when they come, Casey.
Yeah.
They come unlaced. So it's like
I love it. This is the ultimate bonus when you get a pair of shoes and it's got like 3 or 4 pair of laces with it. I'm like, dang, this is awesome.
I know it's kind of a mind fuck though, because you're like, which ones do I go with?
I know.
It's like I don't know.
Yeah, I got 4 pair with that New York City to Paris. Came with the pink, the peach, the black, and the gray.
I have those on. Wow. I literally have those on right now.
Oh, do you?
I had the bright pink in one and the black in the other.
Man, I'm thinking about rubbing my paint off on those.
Yeah, you got to, man.
Yeah. Look at this.
So much cooler. I went with. I mean, I could send you some pics. Like some people actually did like artwork where they had like
I've seen that.
And
I've seen that.
Those look cool. Mine, I kind of just went for like a scuffed up, like older, like kind of a beat look.
That's a little easier.
Yeah. I just got, my wife gave me like nail polish remover pads.
Yeah.
And I just went to town on it.
All right, guys, let's hit some questions here.
All right, I got one. I got a good one.
Get it.
Nastiest food you've ever tried?
In terms of flavor or texture?
I would say
mayonnaise. Mayonnaise.
Like, you don't do mayonnaise?
No.
What?
No, dude. I hate everything about that, man.
If you're making a sandwich,
hey,
I've
eaten a lot of nasty stuff, and I'll try anything, but mayonnaise. I swear, dude. Just the creamy consistency, the smell, the look, the brand. I'm just like, man, I don't want none of that. Hey, just looking at a big jar, it says mayo. I'm just like, nasty, dude. Get that out of here. I think I know what it is. So back in the day, me and my neighbors, we'd play a kind of truth or dare type of drink, deal. I dare you to drink this, do this. You won't do it. I was like, man, I'll do anything, man. We put mayonnaise, full whole eggs in there, hot sauce, A1, honey, just like anything we could get out of the cabinet, and threw it in there. And that mayonnaise, dude, I think that's what got me.
No, it's all of it combined. You just pinpointed to the mayonnaise. Now you don't like it.
What's yours, Casey?
Probably chicken hearts. When I had that, I was at end of prep, so I was just hungry for anything. And then after when it was in my mouth, I was like, the texture of this is like disgusting old olive and stuff. It was pretty gross when I thought about it afterwards.
I don't like olives either. Go ahead.
Mine's a toss between green olives, since you brought that up.
Yeah.
The black ones I like, or grape tomatoes.
Oh, the pop.
I hate those.
Yeah. The way they pop's disgusting.
It's disgusting.
I think it's more like a texture thing, because I actually love olives. I love olives, but
I hate them. I had to eat them on an 8-pound pizza in Louisville, and I don't like olives.
Do you use black olives, or you don't?
I had both. Olives? It had both, dude. And I had a pile of olives on my plate this big, and I was just like, oh gosh. I was like, man, I'm just gonna let them fall off, scrape them to the side. And when it's time to win that $150 cash last minute, I'm gonna start bearing these olives.
You gotta know you have the chance first, though.
And yeah, exactly. I was like, I'm not going to punish myself a whole hour straight eating this pizza, but I'll do it, all last minute if I have to. But that was a good question. I like that. How hard do you have to suffer to get striated glutes?
The hardest sufferers imaginable that you can imagine.
Yes.
Whatever that is.
Yes. I love it.
That is the last thing that comes in on this.
So that's from
this rump.
Oh, dude.
The hard thing for me, at least, is like I'll have pretty good lines in my glutes, but to get my upper body full, my glutes water over. You know what I'm saying? So it's like during like my products photos and like especially after nationals, like that week after, because I ate a ton of food, right? And then a few days later when I dried out, I still had good fullness in the muscles. Then everything was dry. And then that was the best I've looked in my entire life, pretty much. But then it's like the same thing. The same thing. It's like you go to a show, then the show day anxiety and stuff, my glutes just fade. So this year I'm gonna do a Bartley load and keep everything lower, do more fats.
Hey, I tell you what, you better be ready to spend a copious amount of time on cardio equipment, is what I say.
Oh, I always do.
And unless
like
you're,
walking, dude.
No, I'm talking about anybody listening, or if that's what you're trying to get, it takes another level, man. You're going to feel like a zombie for 3 or 4 weeks. It's going to take extreme effort to get off the couch and just to go to piss. You'd rather lay there that you're so dead. But you've got to dig down, man. You've got to dig to get that extra little body fat off.
There's like a level of suck where you're like, all right, I made it. I look fucking great. I'm right here. Yeah. But to get the straight glutes, you got to get here. So there's still like.
Exactly.
It's like that last 4 weeks of death where you don't want to pose. You don't want to roll out. Like you just literally just want to sit down.
Yeah, that's the time you need to keep your knee up too.
I know, that's the hardest. That's why I always just walk. I'm just gonna walk. I'm like, eat a meal, go walk my dog, go walk around the lake. I'm like,
it kills time too.
You
end up looking at the clock.
When's my next meal to eat, and then you get more hungry? The worst is when you take a huge, because probably the saying you don't want to pee, so you get like a huge bladder, then you pee, and after you pee, you just cramp everywhere in your stomach because you feel so empty.
Yeah. Hey, I'm about to pull up a picture. I'm about to pull up a picture here in a second. This was last year, the day before Junior USA's, and it was the best condition I've ever seen. Let's see. Let me share this screen with y'all real quick. Boom. Boom.
John Jewett right now is shredded AF.
Oh, yeah, he is.
That's sick.
Fuck, dude.
Let's see. How do you make this bigger? I don't know how to use this computer yet. Let's see.
For all the viewers, you're seeing free glutes right now, so give a thumbs up and a comment.
You were shredded, dude.
Hey, that was the night. That was after freaking Casey's cookies, man.
Is that before? Is that after 10 or before 10?
No, that was
after
that
first
was
go, right?
That was your classic wake up in the middle of the night after you've loaded and take a piss and you're starting to dry out and everything's looking tighter. And I was like, man.
Yeah. That's a nice fucking ass, man.
Hey, listen, it's there's only a couple days a year it looks like that, man. So you better enjoy it. Yeah. But that was the hardest the most cardio I ever had to do for a prep. So we've hit a new threshold of doing 2 hours. If that's what it takes, then that's what I'm going to do, because I realize that I eat a little bit extra. Hey, I'm going to have to do a little extra cardio, it's part of it.
See, but how good
I'm cool
is
with it.
Cardio? How good does that cardio feel the day after you load? You feel so energized, like you could just do cardio forever. I love it.
Dude, I did 2 hours yesterday already.
Yeah.
I was just in the mood for it. I was like, this is what I told myself yesterday. I was like, hey, look, I'm 8 weeks out. Do I need to be doing 2 hours a day? No, I'm not really, but I'm not going to feel like doing it later. So if I feel like doing it now, then go ahead. Let's get ahead of the game a little bit. You know what I mean? I'm eating good, so I'm not going to lose muscle. I'm taking EAAs, all that good stuff. So I don't know. I was like, let's knock it out. I've been hitting 2 a days too. hitting some light work like James at night.
Yeah,
Oh.
I'm gonna start
So-
back up on that next week. Morning cardio, then hit calves and abs every day, and probably some glutes. The exercise James doesn't like to do, a little cable thrust.
Hey, I haven't started doing abs yet.
I have, dude.
Have you?
Fuck yeah, dude. I'm trying to get them. Just
I'm pulling Mike
getting
O'Hearn.
just thick.
I'm pulling
What's
Mike
that?
O'Hearn.
What's that?
He told me, he sent me a message and he said, "Hey, dude," he was like, "Don't train abs until you're like 6 weeks out.
Why?
Don't do it."
So it doesn't get thick waist.
He said, "You're just gonna build the muscle." But he said, once you come 6 weeks out, then you can train them every day. And he said, it'll actually shrink your waist because you're overtraining that muscle. You're hitting it every day, and it's just tight.
See,
Which makes sense, but
that's what my
nobody's
theory
ever
is.
done it.
No, that's what my theory is. I just do high reps on abs. So I'm like, if you do like, past 30 reps or whatever, you're breaking into more endurance, and endurance runners, they get smaller muscles. So I'm like trying to shrink. So I'm trying to like get more definition, but keep it tight. I'm not just doing, I don't really do any weight.
That's an interesting idea. I haven't thought about that. I usually just do hanging leg raises and vacuums. That's all I do.
Yeah. So you're working abs through vacuum, your transverse abdominis. So you're good on that.
I
Hey,
found a really good one to work abs.
Here he goes. Showing it up.
hey, I've been chugging this water. Can't get it deep as before.
You don't look 8 weeks out, man. I look somewhere like 14 weeks out. I'm just kidding.
Hey, I was pulling it earlier. I've already drank half a gallon of water here and a protein shake. But
So now you've seen glutes and a midsection. So now you have to give a 5-star on the podcast.
hey,
Next
5-star.
next one's gonna be.
I know. Full Tom Platts do the pose.
The full moon pose. All right. Casey, you got a question?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'll ask one. So Blaine asked if you could have a meal with 3 people throughout the history of time, who would they be and why?
Ooh.
That's a deep one.
Ooh, anybody in the world?
Anybody. And let's just say you could speak the same language, because you might pick someone that's from a different culture.
I'm gonna pick Jesus. Jesus. I think it'd be cool to have Arnold in there. He's done it all. Arnold and The Rock are kind of like in the same little scenario. You want someone historic. I'm gonna pick somebody else older too. Or I know James about to come. He's about to come off with something crazy. He's gonna pick like the Three Stooges or something.
No, it's much more sophisticated than that.
I don't know. I would probably do what about this? Jesus, The Rock, and Stone Cold. Hey, that would be entertaining right there. Huh? Hey, man, Stone Cold's not allowed to cuss in front of Jesus, though. That'd be disrespectful.
Or wear his shirt.
No, he definitely can't not wear 316.
I think I'm gonna go King Tut, because I really want to know how the pyramids were built.
Hey, King Tut is a scam, but go ahead. Hey, I learned all the history about him. He was the most insignificant person in the Egyptian.
He was like 11 years old when he died.
Yeah.
Well, okay, like King Tut, like I want an emperor of Egypt. Like just King Tut came to my mind. But so I want to know how the pyramids are really built. So I think they're aliens.
I know you want to be talking to the guy that was like the military leader. He led 19 dynasties. It's like King Tut Hamid or something.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah,
that
because
guy.
He's like the most badass Egyptian of all time.
Yeah, I want to know like what really was going on, because like I don't. There's just like too much mystery there for me. And then I want to get with George Washington, because he was our first president. He's like a military mind.
Yeah.
And so it kind of goes with me. And I've always just been fascinated by his stories. And then Derek Jeter.
Derek Jeter, that's out of left field. I mean,
hey, I would like to.
He was my favorite player.
Hey, I would like to put.
I grew up playing baseball.
I would like to put Kobe or Michael Jordan in as one of mine.
Kobe would be good
instead of Stone Cold.
Okay, I'll let you sub that.
Yeah. I was just thinking of
because Yankees are my favorite team and Jeter is my favorite player, and my number one passion, my first passion was baseball.
See, I'm an Angels fan, but the Yankees gotta respect them. Derek Jeter was a boss. But,
everybody likes Derek Jeter. Like,
yeah,
he's just like Derek Jeter.
True. For my picks, I'd probably do Yeshua, aka Jesus, like Bartley said, because you gotta know the truth, unfiltered. You know, a lot of things have been changed that time. And then I'd sit down with Hitler, because I'd want to essentially see how someone could be such an evil person. You know, it's like what's going on in that mind. And then my last one would probably just be my grandpa, because he died when I was young and he has a rich history coming from Persia and stuff. So it'd be cool to sit down and like understand his whole life and actually be old enough to understand and get to know him. So
yeah, that'd be cool too. I never met one of my grandpas, so that'd be interesting just to hear everything about your parents.
Yeah, I only have like a slight memory, you know. Yeah. But it's like 5 or 6, I believe, around that when he died. So it's like the most faint memory.
Hey, guys, have y'all got your hats in the mail yet?
Not yet.
No, and I was planning on wearing it today, and that's why I had this little giddy up going on with my shoes and everything. It never came. Something else came. I'm gonna 5 pounds of caramel. No, I got shipping. I got notification.
Oh, okay, great.
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
But I thought it was gonna be my hats, and it ended up being 2 2-pound bags of caramel popcorn I ordered from the Boy Scouts. I'm like, fuck.
Oh man. No,
you know what I'm talking about? I got like 2 different flavors.
Oh my
but like, I can mow through that stuff.
Dude, I've got a brownie or a cookie company hit me up on Instagram, and it's like, hey, can we send you some cookies and you tell us what you think? You don't have to post or nothing. And I'm like, all right, send them. And then I clicked on their profile, dude, and they're like the stuffed ones. Like they got different stuff on the inside.
Ooh.
And they're like that, dude. And I'm like, oh my goodness, this is going to be good. And then West Coast Confection just came out with new little something. I don't know if y'all saw it.
I saw that. It's like the birthday cake cookie.
Yeah,
it's all stuffed inside with the cream.
Or they're making like brick cookies now too.
Oh, I saw the double layer one. Like they're
like 2 pounds or some crazy
shit.
Dude.
Hey, I know they're gonna send them to me, and you know what happens. There's gonna at some point next week. There's gonna be a 18-hour fast and some hardcore leg day action.
And 2 hours day.
Dude, I tell you,
Bartley's preps like an airplane flying through a mountain range. And instead of just going, I'm gonna go up to 30,000 feet. Yeah. It's like, nah, I gotta save fuel and just dodging all the peaks.
That's it, man. It's exhilarating ride. I tell you what. That's 8 weeks of suffering, and we can do it.
Well, you're like 5th gear that whole time, man.
Man, I'll tell you what, yesterday's leg day following, I ate it was like 8 packs of oats. So those are 30 each. And it was like the blueberry kind. I usually get the 100-calorie packs, but I ended up
thick carbs, boy. You like that?
Yeah, they're thick. I got them on accident. You know, you like them fine ones, don't you?
I like the ones that just pass right through.
Yeah. Well, I got the wrong box on accident. I usually get the 100 calorie packs that are 20 carbs a pack. I ended up getting the 30s on accident because they was right beside it and they were blueberry. And I was like, dang, man, some blueberry oatmeal sounds good. And so I ate 8 packs of that and like 20 packs of Barney butter that I found that was expired in my closet. So that's 20 tablespoons. 20 packs is 20 tablespoons. So I ate that and a few Icon meals. And I woke up the next day. I was like, all right, first day of the diet. I'm about to crank out this fast. I'm freaking fired up, about half pissed off, but still fired up and still in a good mood. And I had the best leg day I've had the whole entire year so far. I mean, it was absolutely brutal. It was burying 7 plates on the hack, doing pause reps at the bottom. I mean, my legs are strong. I just got to be careful and keep my back healthy. You know, did you see that drop set I was doing with the line leg curl? I mean, I was in there just freaking pumped up, screaming. It was the first day that you didn't have to have a mask on at the gym. That one I go to, man, I was fired up. I did it all fasted too, just because I ate so much the night before.
You're crazy.
It is a good feeling though. Like when I had my cheat meal the other day of the couple crispy chicken sandwiches, I just pulled the U I've been doing in the gym with like just protein and fats, not fully fasted, but just no carbs in the morning, because it just, you feel good doing that. Like you don't have any bloat, you're not like burping up anything.
Yeah.
So
my trick to avoid that, if you want carbs, is Rice Krispie treats.
Rice Krispies are big.
Yeah, because they're so light
and quick. I used to do that all the time.
They're really quick. So if I do if I have to get carbs in like quick before workout, I'll do Rice Krispie treats.
Yeah, but you know how it is.
Grams worth. Like usually like 2 of the little ones.
Man,
yeah,
it's too sugary for me, man. Once I get a taste of that, the whole day's a cheat. I can't do it.
You gotta you just gotta take them in with you in the car and then eat them on the way.
Yeah. But if I have a box at the house, it's not good.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
that's the hard part.
Yeah. and when I ate all that oatmeal, I didn't really plan on eating it, but I was like, I had one. Let's get one more. That'd be good. I added a couple more.
Oatmeal.
Man. I just got some updates from my client. Just got his first tan. Dude, he's looking solid.
Nice.
Great taper.
Yeah. Let's see. Hey, once we add some legs, he's gonna be solid once we add some leg thickness.
You gotta tell that boy to do the good girl 3 days a week.
No, I'm on him. I'm on him now.
That good girl machine, man. He just got
to
live in that thing.
Dude, how awesome is that?
It's good.
It's one of my favorite pieces in the gym.
I would have him squat a little wider too, and leg press wider.
Yeah.
Not high and wide, but just like low and wide to get the adductors. What's his name? Paul Carter posted a good visual representation for leg press stance based off what you're trying to work. Because he's already got sweeps for days.
Here's what it comes down to, man, is when you got something you need to improve, you've got to figure out how to isolate where you need the meat. You know what I mean?
1,000%, because your natural strengths are going to take over for your ordinary exercises.
Right.
So like if you for bench press, if you naturally have a big chest, your chest is going to get big off bench pressing. But if you're a guy like me, where it's like I'm shoulder dominant, my shoulders get huge off bench pressing. Not very much chest. So I have to find different stuff to get my chest.
Yeah, you got to get creative. That's what I like about going late at night to the gym, because I don't have the energy. I've already done an hour and a half cardio and worked out earlier today. I'm not going to go in here and go ballistic my second time. I'm just going to do lighter, more isolation stuff.
Well, that's exactly what I do.
Yeah.
That's how I train.
I love that. Okay.
Yeah, I love it. Because in my second session, I think I'm on timeout.
No, you're good. You good? Oh, we got a little freeze frame action there.
We're frozen.
I can hear you though.
Oh, okay. You got me now? Yeah. So at second session, man, I'm all isolation and it's non-compound movements. So it's all kind of weirder stuff, that really, that I need to work on for myself. So like for chest, like I'll do a lot more like upper pec stuff, like real isolated stuff that don't necessarily spend a lot of energy. like incline barbell pressing, but stuff that just really just targets that like 2 pounds of muscle right there.
Oh
whatever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can. There's a lot of different things, and it's more of an advanced type of deal. I feel like that wasn't as important to me, 7-8 years ago, because I didn't even have the density period. The thing is, you'll see a lot of younger kids doing these little techniques. And I mean, you need to hit the basics too. Just don't do all these Instagram lifts. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I think so. It's like if you ever see an ice sculpture or something like that, the guy takes out a chainsaw first to kind of get the base of the sculpture. So when you're starting out, you got to just worry about the chainsaw.
That's
but
great.
You're at the level where you're like, with the little pick, carving out the eyes, carving out the little, etching out the little details. But yeah, you're right. If you're in your first like 5 years of training, you just need to worry about chainsaw.
Yeah,
for the most part.
Exactly. Y'all got another question we can hit real quick?
Yeah. What is the most savage animal on the planet?
Honey badger.
Tiger shark.
Tiger shark.
Are tiger sharks better than great whites or killer whales? Orcas?
I think tiger sharks are just.
What's the king of the domain down there? I thought it was orcas.
I think it's killer whales because they're so agile in the water too.
Yeah, because you've seen all those videos of killer whales killing great whites.
They kill everything. It's awesome.
Yeah. I just know tiger sharks are like super aggressive. It's one of those mean ass that mean. you ain't coming close to, dude, because they don't care what you are, what you doing there. they're eating ankles if you if you're anywhere close in the water. They're grabbing something, you know what I mean? Just because, for the hell of it, because they're mean. What do you think, James?
I don't think it would win a fight against everything. I just think the gorilla, because it's like just strength.
It has hands.
Yeah, it has hands. It's almost human-like, and it's like just it could probably deadlift like you could probably take Thor's like world record deadlift. He could probably do it for like sets of 20.
Dude, they should do that. They should train a gorilla to pick up a barbell, because they'd probably one hand that, just chuck it.
Well, they have super long arms too, so they would just be like the most advantaged lift ever,
like a sumo.
And they have
sumo, but it's conventional.
They have those huge asses, they're just like rock hard. So like it's gonna be all glute,
shredded glute. Dude, I love videos of gorillas. Though, like, have you seen the one where those people are filming it and it just grabs a dude and just drags him like 20 feet and then drops him and rocks off?
Like easy, like picking up a 5-pound dumbbell.
Dude, if a gorilla did that to me, I would probably poop myself. I'm done. Just drags like nothing.
I would just try to like make it maybe work out or something, man. Like try to be like a total bro thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this dude's kind of cool.
A nice solid lift for Harambe. Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Hey, I just sent a text from our client's next meal: a cup of rice, tablespoon of peanut butter, and 2 tablespoons of jelly.
So you're saying it's peanut butter jelly time?
No protein?
No.
You don't do any protein right now?
No, not the day before.
I need protein, or else
I got him on almond butter actually until we cut water. Just because if you're eating a ton of peanut butter, some of them have a higher salt content. So I don't like to eliminate salt, but I like to lower it a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, peanuts actually break the gut and blood barrier easier. So I hold a lot of water from peanuts too.
Really?
Yeah, I like almond butter.
Yeah.
More.
That's like almond butter cups.
I digest it better. Yeah.
Man, y'all got me hungry, dude. Thinking about it.
No, you start again. You've eaten way more food than both of us combined this week. So.
Hey, every week we have to have a cheat meal winner. I think I got it this week. Probably. James got it the week before. James got it the week before.
Oh, James did have a big meal this week, right?
No, he had a good couple days.
Big weekend.
I did too, though.
True.
I think I ate more calories though.
Probably. I wasn't counting, but you probably won.
But it's not a calorie contest. It's a cheat meal contest.
Yeah. So like, if I tell our listeners what I ate, they're gonna definitely pick mine.
Hey, comment down below how gourmet these meals James is about to.
Okay, so I had a filet. This is all like right after I. So in the airport, I had some nice carne asada tacos and a
how many
steak nachos. They just sold them in 3s.
Okay.
But then it came with like rice and beans and all that stuff. And then I had steak nachos. And then when I landed, I had a filet mignon with some more like some mashed potato type, really nice mashed potatoes. This is a nice restaurant. Ooh. And then I had a
what ounce filet?
Probably around a 10, 8 to 10.
Oh, that's solid.
And then I had garlic bread and shit they had there. It was like a special order appetizer thing. And then I had
killing me.
then I had a whole
sounds so good.
Then I had a whole pizza, a margarita pizza.
Let's go.
And then it was great. It's Boston, North End, so it's like the Italian area.
What's the place called?
Regina's.
No,
sorry, no, we went to Navarro. We didn't go to Regina's. Navarro. Okay. I usually go to Regina's.
Yeah.
And then I had a lemon type pie, and then like a volcano brownie. Vanilla ice cream.
Dang, son.
That's
a meal right there, brother.
That was one meal, and then I went home about 30 minutes later. I had a box of Cinnamon Toast Crunch, a tub of vanilla ice cream with berries, and 2 packs of Reese's peanut butter cups.
That sounds delicious. I think I still got you calorie wise, but yours was definitely a cheat meal. Mine was more of a refeed.
Yeah.
Yours was more of a diet break.
Hey,
yours was a diet break, not a refeed. It's a week straight of peanut butter.
Yeah, it was dust this whole box of peanut butter as soon as possible to get rid of the evidence. That's what that was. And I told Brandon, I said, "Hey, brother, I love you.
Please do not send me anything.
You got a hell of a product." I said, I love it. It's the best thing. If I was on my death row, I want some freaking your peanut butter, but not for the next 8 weeks. Please don't
do me a favor. If you're my friend, do not send it to me.
No, just tell them to send it in 7.5 weeks so you can have it to fill for the show.
Oh yeah, exactly. Be a nice little load. Yeah, so we already touched on some shoes.
But I got to train with IFBB Pro while I was up there.
Oh,
that's why I had that leg. That's why I had those huge meals the next day. So I trained legs Friday, flew Saturday, ate Saturday, didn't train at all. I just did Peloton in the morning. And then Sunday I trained with Abner Logan.
Up and coming 212 Pro.
Yeah.
How was that?
Dude, I just saw a different level of intensity from the pros, man.
Really?
Yeah, I would think they would stop at say 10. They get 12.
Yeah.
It's like, whoa.
Yeah.
And just like this focus when he was doing the movements. I was like, dude, this dude's like training. This dude's like training.
Yeah, I love that.
But it was just the basic shit, just the same shit we all do, but just a little bit higher intensity. During the exercise, he's cool dude, man. He's big as shit. I don't know how he makes classic weight. I was like, oh god,
he's got them hollow bones. That's like Lordson. There's like a Lordson guy. I met him out on the sidewalk, and he was like 12 pounds under his weight cap. I'm like, this dude looks like a freaking mutant.
It makes no sense, dude. Lord Jones,
though, is what I've noticed. He's very wide and bubbly. But from the side, he doesn't have this quite thickness. So that's why he makes the weight.
That's true.
But it's so impressive looking. But like he doesn't have like that thickness like this way. So that there's not as much weight. Yeah. But he's big in all the right spots, But like Abner, man, he's our height. He is just burly.
What's he weighing?
He was like 265 when I was training with him.
Yeah.
With a waist this big.
Yeah. That's a big difference when you weigh that and you've got a waist that small.
Because I weighed more than him and he looked way bigger.
Yeah. That's how it would be with me too.
Yeah.
But that was
I
good.
probably got him by 4 inches on the waist, and he got me by 4 inches on the arms.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Hey, but he wasn't eating as good as you this weekend, though, I bet.
Nah, he eats good, man. I was talking to him about his. Yeah, he eats good because he's not getting ready for his show right now. Like immediately, he's just trying. He's trying to put a lot of size on his legs from what he was telling me.
Yeah.
So he's just focused on putting some mass on there because he's like, I got to go against Lord Jones.
Oh yeah.
It's like, you know.
Yeah.
Because he beat him at the Chicago Pro last year.
I love Abner's look. He just, like you said, needs to add some meat on them legs, boy, and he's gonna be dangerous.
Yep.
So, yeah, I'm 8 weeks out. I tried a new little therapy this week. I did the dry needling, and they hooked it up to E-stim. So I've got a couple knots in my back that are so deep that I got scraped and cupped last week too, and they can't get it out. They can't get the knot out, and she recommended I do some dry needling because sometimes you can get one of those little thin pins way down in there, and it'll hit the knot and it'll kind of disperse, which it did, but only for a few days. You know what I mean? So it's one of them. It's one of them. Yeah, it's one of them money traps where you want to feel the best, you're gonna have to wear it out. But when I'm in prep, I'm more likely to spend money on something like that just because I know it'll probably display on stage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's why I get more serious about massages and whatnot too. I won't do any needling. That's make me disgusted. But,
yeah.
But yeah, I like to go to get more massages because in prep, you're also so tired. You don't want to roll out and then being heavy and stuff. Like we got one of those massage guns that I'll have my wife use on my back because that's easier than trying to sit there and roll out.
That's terrible.
Hey guys, I got to run here in a second.
Yeah, my phone's about to die. I'm literally sketched out because it's like 7%. This charger is plugged in, but it's not working. That's why I've been moving around. I'm like, oh shoot, man, don't die.
Hey, real quick, we didn't hit the shirt. 3 Rivers Festival, pepperoni roll eating world championship. I went against Joey Chestnut. He set the world record. I didn't. But there's your little lat shot for the week.
Yeah. We saw them all, man. We saw your glutes, we saw your abs, and we saw your lats.
Yeah. Dude, I tell you what, you wait till I'm actually in shape.
So you got one thing left to show.
Show your feet. And see them toes.
Hey, I'll tell you what. I'll be showing everything here in about a month when I start leaning up a little bit.
Yeah.
I just gotta dial it back. I'm about to hop off here and do some more cardio and then head to Louisville. Then I'm working out again tonight with a couple pros and a couple clients, and then I'm gonna finish my cardio there. So I got a long night, guys. So let's wrap it up here. I appreciate y'all watching. The Bodybuilding and Cheat Meals hats are now available on my website. I'll put the link down below for y'all that are watching on YouTube. We appreciate it. James, Casey, y'all's are en route. So yeah, man, y'all keep killing it this week.
You too, man.
Yeah.
All right, man.
So you guys on Instagram or something. Later.
All right. See you.